It's an honor to be here with the first Jewish president of the United States.
300 years ago, he said, this will all happen. The Messiah will arrive. The end times will begin. Now, they're looking at Donald Trump. One of the rabbis illustrated how his name in the gematria, the numerology of his name, actually means Messiah. And something could happen overnight that could lead to the reconstruction of the temple.
Yes. He, I believe, is the Mashiach of Edom. See? And that's why I believe that the gematria of Donald Trump is gematria Mashiach ben David.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So
Mr. Trump could promise to use his building skills to build a temple in return for being the king of the Jews.
Throughout history, some leaders have been seen as more than just politicians. They are viewed as saviors or even messianic figures. But what happens when modern politics meets ancient prophecy? Some people believe Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is like a modern-day King Cyrus from the Bible, or even a Messiah, suggesting he was chosen by God to carry out biblical prophecies.
And I have good reason to believe Donald Trump was chosen to be the one to redeem the sins of Esav through offering his assistance in rebuilding the Holy Temple on the Temple Mount and establishing the Jewish kingdom over all of mankind in Jerusalem.
But why? And how does this connect to the building of the Third Temple and the timeline of the end times? In the Bible, King Cyrus of Persia is praised for allowing the Jewish people to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the Second Temple. Similarly, Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital and move the U.S. Embassy there must draw comparisons to Cyrus. For some, this is more than politics, it's a prophecy. The Third Temple is a key part of Jewish and Christian beliefs about the end times. For many Christians, the construction of the Third Temple is seen as a key event that will signal the second coming of Christ. This belief is based on interpretations of biblical prophecy, particularly passages in the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation, which describe the abomination of desolation taking place in a future temple. Some people believe rebuilding the Third Temple in Jerusalem is like hitting the start button for the end of the world, according to certain prophecies. They think it's the crucial step that sets God's plan in motion, leading to ultimate salvation and Jesus' return. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Many organizations like the Temple Institute, the Temple Movement, the Sanhedrin have everything planned, including the blueprints, sacred items, and trained priests needed for the Third Temple. In fact, all requirements and preparations have been completed since they had found 5 red heifers. Among those 5 red heifers, it is said that they have already selected one perfect red heifer that is ready to be sacrificed this April 2025. The Jewish community in Israel feels confident about the possibility of building the Third Temple. With a growing population that now outnumbers Palestinians, they hold more influence in the area. This has strengthened their position and given them an advantage over the Arab community. Since Israel's independence in 1948, Jews from across the globe have returned to the Holy Land in large numbers through waves of immigration. This movement, known as Aliyah, has brought Jews from regions like Europe, North America, the Middle East, and Africa, transforming Israel into a multicultural society. Sanhedrin have also called all Jews around the world to immediately return to Holy Land because now it is the perfect time to build the Third Temple.
And that all the Jews have to come as soon as they can back to Eretz Yisrael.
The return of Jews to Israel is seen by many as the fulfillment of biblical prophecies about the ingathering of exiles. The Old Testament of the Bible talks about God bringing Jewish people back together from all the places they've been scattered around the world. For example, it says God will gather them from the 4 corners of the earth and from the most distant land under the heavens. The Israeli government fully supports the idea of the Third Temple and is actively encouraging preparations for it. The ongoing archaeological digs in Jerusalem, particularly around the Temple Mount, are sometimes viewed as part of this preparation. Not only that, the return of Jewish people from around the world to Israel is seen by some as a prerequisite for the Third Temple's construction. And the Israeli government actively encourages Jewish immigration.
They're already in the process of doing the practice, and they are going to do the ceremony of the red heifer, and that is going to bring in the Third Temple, and that is going to bring in a lot more end times than people really want to talk about.
All of the garments prophesied in the Old Testament for the reestablishment of the Third Temple. There will be a Third Temple. All of the golden pieces that are being put together for the Third Temple have been built and are ready. And I could go on and on and on. The Third Temple is ready.
You see, the United States has also shown strong support for Israel, creating a powerful alliance. This backing has further boosted Israel's efforts to build the Third Temple. Many people believe this could happen soon, as it is seen as an important step in fulfilling ancient prophecies. This population growth, political support, and international alliances has created a unique moment in history, bringing the dream of the Third Temple closer to reality. Many evangelical Christians in the U.S. believe Trump's actions right now align with their understanding of biblical prophecy. His policies on Israel have strengthened his image as a key figure in their end-time beliefs. In fact, Trump has helped the creation of the perfect altar, accelerating the construction of the Third Temple. The creation of the golden altar, crafted in the U.S. and exhibited last year, has added to this belief. The golden altar and Trump's actions are seen as accelerating the timeline for the Third Temple's construction, which is believed to signal the beginning of the Messianic age, or the second coming of Christ.
How to do it. I am the chosen one.
Sanhedrin, a religious council in Israel, has suggested that Trump could play a role in building the Third Temple, seeing him as a global leader who could make it happen.
And I have good reason to believe Donald Trump was chosen to be the one to redeem the sins of Esau through offering his assistance in rebuilding the Holy Temple on the Temple Mount and establishing the Jewish kingdom over all of mankind in Jerusalem.
Beyond religious beliefs, Trump's connection to the Third Temple is also seen as a cultural and political symbol. Because of this, some Jewish rabbis and religious thinkers have referred to Donald Trump as the Messiah of Edom.
Is Gemat Mashiach ben David? You know what that means? He, I believe, is the Mashiach of Edom. A Mashiach is nothing more than an anointed one, right? That completely reverses the order of something.
Some rabbis have pointed to gematria to draw connections between Trump's name and messianic symbolism.
Perhaps it is no accident that the numeric value of Donald Trump in Hebrew is the same as Messiah, son of David, Mashiach ben David, 424.